guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time since I debuted, so I thought I'd jump on here and update you all on where I've been at, and then from there we'll step into the video that I have decided to film today. So the past 6 months, I've moved house like 3 different times. I launched my online clothing store and I work full time. So it gets pretty draining and I rarely get days like this. So today has been peaceful to say the least, and I came up with a video. Well, I didn't come up with it, I sort of had a bit of an inspiration from a few different videos that I have seen. Some things I would tell my 15-year-old self to help me pull through those tough times, even to take under advisement now, and I hope I can share with people of all ages, but in particular would have probably struggled around that time. It's a very complicated time for everyone, so I'm just going to dive straight into it. The first thing I would tell my 15-year-old self is to be that fish out of water, stand out from the crowd and share your uniqueness, your mindset on everything, because what you might think is nothing could mean everything to someone else that you meet in your life, or something that means nothing to someone else you have taken on board. So have the courage to do the things that you want to do rather than stepping back and not pursuing that, because now is the time for you to try different things and do different things and learn who you are, know who you are, learn from your experiences and that kind of thing. So my key piece of advice from this whole situation here that I'm getting at is to be that fish out of water. The next piece of advice I would give my 15-year-old self would be to have the empathy, but not to the extent where it hurts you physically as well. It's okay to care about someone. It is one thing to care and another thing to feel their pain as well. I have struggled with this a long time. As I get older, for some reason it is weighing on me more. So I'm having to train myself to remember that just because you're not feeling the pain doesn't mean that you don't care any less. And if I had just honed in on that when I was younger, I feel like maybe it could contribute to something now. But I sort of brushed it aside. Just don't take on that pain. Take care of yourself first and then others. If people can't see how genuine you are being when you are caring about someone, then that is their loss. You matter first, and then everyone else fits into the equation that way. So have the empathy, but not to the point where it hurts you. The next thing I would want my 15-year-old self to take on board is to listen to other people more and what they have to say, especially if it's a first encounter. You know nothing about this other person, or maybe you do, but you don't know unless you listen to what they have to say. It could be a piece of advice, it could be a story, it could be an experience that they've had. Listen to who they are and what they have contributed to this world. Then you can take that on board for yourself and you can share that with other people, and other people will listen to you. I only learned this bit of advice recently, but it has really dawned on me how much one should step back and actually listen to the other person. It could be your parents, it could be your children, it could be your friend, your sibling, a neighbor. It doesn't matter who it is, someone you meet in the streets, someone you meet at the grocery store. If you step back and listen to them, they will consider you more and think about, hey, who is this person that's just been listening to what I have to say? And they'll want to know more about you and what you have to contribute to the world. And then there's your foot in the door with anything, really. So my piece of advice here is to listen more. The next piece of advice I would share with my 15-year-old self is to stress less. Now is your opportunity to experience things, learn things, figure out who you are, what you do, what you're good at, what you're bad at, what you need to work on more. Why are you working yourself up? Not to the point where you lose focus, motivation, passion in whatever it is that you're doing. Just don't beat yourself up about it and only see how bad you're doing rather than how good you're doing or how far you've actually come. There is no point in stressing. The last piece of advice I want to share is to embrace it all. Embrace change. Embrace other people's viewpoints and opinions. Even if it is negative, that's great. That's their opinion. It's such a small impact on your life. Don't let it weigh you down. So that is all for today's video. I hope you found it enlightening because that was kind of my goal for today. Till next time, thank you and goodbye.